Hey, it's Kelly Dix,
And Mary McCarthy.
and we're back again to talk about another interesting topic, real estate and the virtual world of how we're doing things now. So, probably the first topic, let's just jump right in to working with listings and buyers and doing things virtually. So, what do you got? Some tips, Mary, for that?
Well, virtually everything can be done virtually now. Since COVID, well, we were headed towards it anyway, but the COVID pushed us along a little quicker. So we have the ability now to do a listing presentation online with Zoom or whatever electronic thing you have.
Yeah, in our MLS, we have a lot of good tools that we use. So,
Yes, yes, yes. So we can do a CMA and share our screen. We can email it. There's just multiple ways of handling that now.
right. And anything we do, like we would be sitting at the table, we could just do virtually. Like if you were my customer, go through
Absolutely.
the paperwork, talk about any questions, the contracts, the process of everything, and just get electronic signatures at the time and go through any questions, I think.
Yeah, the only difference is they have to make their own coffee.
And I think too, you know what, the seller could walk around their house, show us the condition, show us pictures, so
Yep,
we can see that's what we're really there for in person to actually see the house. So,
correct.
I think a lot of it can be done virtually now. I know we talked about, even if a seller's absent, in another state, we could actually list their property, not even going to the property.
Right.
So, um,
Yep. And you can tell some on some of the listings that the seller supplied the photos. Yeah.
yeah, you could do that too, or even after, go get the pictures.
Right. Right.
It's really easy now. So it's very convenient for a seller and for agents now to be a little more professional talking to people online. And it's a little more in the comfort of your home, right? Or in your office.
Right. And now almost everybody's doing virtual tours or Matterport, Matterports.
Yep, yep.
I always want to call it the Matterhorn. Anyway,
Probably
um,
a lot of people do.
so, so that can actually narrow down the search for the buyers. If you make that available and the buyer uses it, they can use it as a tool to either, you know,
Preview the house probably first.
um, and possibly, rule it out.
Exactly, because during the COVID times, they weren't allowing people into the homes. So that was the only avenue for buyers to really see, or sellers to sell their house when they have to sell it. They put their virtual tour on, even if it was the seller themselves walking through with a video, to just show people.
And that works.
Yeah. And I know we talked too about virtual open houses, where if there was a live video stream from the seller or an agent in the house, and people could be online asking questions like, oh, can you go back through the kitchen? Or is that marble? Or, show me the bedroom again, or things like that. It's a live tour of the house, really.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of nice instead of, like I said, being at the house, doing it from the comfort of your home. Especially even too if you're out of state. Instead of coming in for a weekend, we know a lot of buyers do that, come in for the weekend to look at a house. Uh, you know, that was a big obstacle too, just traveling. So that was convenient too. I think doing the virtual open houses and tours. So
And then we move on to the buyer. So same thing. All the documents can be signed via DocuSign or whatever mobile app you have.
mhm.
There's a variety of them, and they're all safe. And all the ones I've used have been extremely simple to use. So
Yeah, and I think it's a good opportunity for the agent and the buyer to create a good relationship getting to see each other in person, face to face, talking before even going to look at houses. Talk about the buying process and what's expected, what money, I always like to say, what money you need up front, what to expect, really.
Right.
Do you have your pre-approval letter? Do you have all these things? What are
Right.
you looking for? So you can create that relationship, have that conversation before you even start looking.
Right. Just like the old days.
Yeah.
We sit down at the conference room table.
Yeah. So I think that's a good thing too, to start, and that's probably where agents should start going toward, because that's where it's going to be at.
Right. Exactly.
So, and I know we talked about the electronic signatures, but it just is more of the convenience instead of printing things, copying, going to meet somebody to get signatures. A lot of things are accepted as electronic nowadays. So it just makes things easier and quicker. Like you want to get an offer in, things can be signed right away. And
Right.
electronic deposit, all that stuff is going electronic now. So ease for everybody, buyer, seller, and agents.
Right. Right.
Getting your offer in quickly.
And I love the electronic deposit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is a nice feature that we just.
I haven't had a buyer have a problem with it.
Right.
Even people my age can do it.
And really, how many people have checks anymore? Or they'd have to go get a certified check.
Right.
Nobody
Exactly.
has personal checks anymore, so it's just convenient. Comes right out of your bank and goes in the escrow account, So you got to have that to buy a house. And then probably too, we just want to touch on electronic closings. Now that's something that just was in the works, I think, and it became really popular all of a sudden quickly because of the virus, right?
Right. Exactly. So, so all of your closing documents can be signed remotely. I shouldn't say all. There are a few that I believe still have to be wet signatures.
Mm-hmm.
And what they do is they do curbside. So, so you come to the title company. You don't even get out of your car. They come out to you and you sign it in your car.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you still get to review your documents ahead of time. Make sure you know what you're signing. Some of it can be done electronically, but the documents that need to be notarized are the ones.
Yeah.
And I've seen, where everybody's wearing a mask. You're sitting in the car, explain it, and if you have any questions, and then you just get emailed all your documents that you signed or mailed, hard copy.
But really, right now, the closings are going on, right?
Yeah.
Like they always did. They have plexiglass between the parties.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the restrictions have been not removed, but made less.
Yeah. And they still limit how many people are going to be at a closing, just for safety. But it was good that the opportunity was there, for convenience, that the deal could still happen,
Yes, it proves we're, able to make modifications to our way of business,
Yeah, and it just makes it a lot easier, I think. And there are still other clients that need to do this, so it's not like you have to do this, but the convenience is there for people that want to.
Right.
So, but I think we kind of touched on everything we wanted to touch on, right?
Yes.
Anything else? No. So, okay, watch for our next topic, and we'll see you again online. I'm Kelly Dix.
And Mary McCarthy.
Yep, and reach out to us. We'll leave our contact information. Reach out to us if you have any real estate needs in Michigan. We're here to help. So thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.